Lovely sunset, isn't it? I'm just sitting here trying to fix my line for this fishing line at the moment. So just enjoy that nice view. Okay. Set that up. I'll do a cast in a minute myself. Welcome to Archangel Michael's Live at the beach. I hope you can hear me. Look at me go and travel around here. There's my son Ryan. Say hello, Ryan. Yeah, okay. I forgot these kids, they take everything literal now. Instead of waving and all cheerful, not just hello. Yeah, programmed. Patting, eh? What? Well, you know how to put more bait on. I've showed you now, and that one's sorted out. What you do is put a couple out, because seagulls ain't going to get them at night. Hello, Kiki Eyes, how you going? Oh, they decided to put my chat on for some reason. That's great. There you go. Just to show you, that's me. Sitting here, I decided, oh, bugger it, what am I going to do? Let's go fishing, Ryan. He said, yeah, sounds like a great idea, Dad. So here we are. Trying to find bait, the bait shop, close to home when everything's closed. That's a bit fucking different story, but sorry about the swearing. So, hopefully you've been alright. Oh, I shouldn't be drinking this on camera. Wait up. No, don't want to advertise stuff. Just got to, just while I was sitting down here quietly for a few hours fishing. Out down near the bloody cement factory where they dredge all. That's a dredger out there and everything like that. That's the dredging bridge. Can't go on that there. We're good to go out there. The bloke chucking out some crabs with these bloody two kids. It's actually a good beach. Good beach to come and take kids to where you're not going to get any fucking snags and they can learn how to fish properly. And usually they're pretty good bloody bread and butter fish down here. Sometimes I've got a little tail over here, got a little spinner lure. A spinner lure, see? There's a light's fading now, but if I get him out now, I might have a chance. But see, because it's got the lights, this will flicker through the bloody water and the fish will get attracted to that. Hopefully I might get a tailor. That'll be nice. But we're only using the basics, only using the prawns. I don't know how long they've been sitting in that fridge because they got a nice fucking smell to them. Sorry about the swearing, but they're very ripe, and that's about the best way to explain them. So yes, down at the beach, it's all calm. Look how calm it is. I call this as calm. What? Yeah, he does love it. Yeah, that's great. Fishing's all right. It's like, I don't know, man and buddy nature, I guess, and whether you catch anything or not, it's not the point. It's the whole point of the serenity of the thing. Look how calm that is. The whole ocean's like that. It's really, really good. And the tide's right up, so the tide's right up, bloody short, up high. What I usually do is I go and bury a bit of bait at the shoreline where it's washing up, and I'll bury it in, and that's my burley trail, and that'll run out, and you'll be quite surprised what comes up at night. Quite surprised. Right up to the shore too. So yes, getting down here. I don't know whether I'm going to keep it going live and just fish while it's going, and people can pop in and out. I didn't bring the Lord's Prayer with me, but I think we can get away with that. I'll go and do that later when I get home. I'll do a quick live for that, and just do that one, just for that sake, so we can make him happy. It would have been nice if we brought down here and all of a sudden we start catching these fish, or they start just jumping out in the water, eh, Ryan? Nah, more fun catching them. We used to go along this beach all the time. Good beach to find the shells on too. A lot of shells have been here for, oh gee. The further you go back up, they've been here, could be here for 1,000 years sitting on this beach. You just don't know. You don't know. Well, I'm going to let you enjoy the scenery while I sit here and knock this drink off so everybody don't have to advertise him. And by the way, I'm only having 2 because my body's big enough, and over the time period I'm going to be here, the alcohol dissipate enough so I should be well enough to drive. You know, should be. I value my licence, that's the main thing. Need my licence to get around and that, especially in today's day and age. It's expensive. You got all the types of little shells here, you make all kinds of things out of them. All different types. The ones that you see in those boutique stores and that. This is also a beach like couples come along. Me and Kel used to come along here all the time. Before these kids come along and needed love. What are you looking at? So yeah, let's have a little bit of span around. Right. Over there, that's going towards your Fremantle. Getting towards your Fremantle Harbour and that. Right around. And that's of course your dredging boat sitting out there, waiting to dredge out the channel so the bigger boats can come in. And they bring it all up into here. It goes up to that cement factory up there. They got a water pipeline that runs that cement factory. Bloody, I'll put it over the city one. Just to spoil efficiency if he catches anything. Yeah. It's a really good beach, this one, for swimming and for fishing. And like I said, bringing the kids down and teaching them. There's no snags down here, see? So it's great. How you going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Come on, mate.
What a lovely day for it. Or a lovely evening for it. Yep, where we at here on the map is a place called Woody's Point. Can't really see it on this here camera. There's a lump out there, that's the island, and you've got a little island over there. You might see a little blue flash. You see the hump there anyway, that's another island. And there's a bridge that goes in there and go up to Woody's Point. That's the end of Woody's Point there. That's one of Woodman's Point. Good place for fishing. And on the other side of that there, you've got like your Garden Island, your full Garden Island that. I think that's actually Karnak Island. Well, again, who knows? They've got shit spread around here. You've got the military base on the other side of that. And the marina around the other side of over the back of us here. They've got all the boat marinas. There's a big bay over the back of us. There's a bit more rocks there, and the weed all builds up along the beach there. Oh, looks like you got something on. What? Oh, it's not a reef there. It's probably just weed, bud. Or it's probably just dropping. What? Well, you got to walk back. Told you no snag. I said no snags when he's going in the water. Look, he's going in the water. You know how to walk back? What you do is you put your line down and you walk backwards. If it's snagged, put the line down, put your rod down like that. Hold, no. Hold your rod down. No. Grab your handle like that. Like this, son. Like that. Like that. Now walk backwards. You know why I say that? Because if it slings back and hits you, it's not going to come slinging out and it's going to hit you in the feet, not in the mouth. Keep pulling back, and if it's going to snap, it's going to snap. Is it coming? What? There you go. That's the best way to get out of a snag at the beach, bud. Oh, have you hooked up to a boot, the only boot in the whole Indian Ocean? I don't know how lucky that is. I was going to bring my bloody daughter's one down there, and every time you turned out, it's got little bloody lights that go on. It's pink too, but I thought these people down here might look at me a bit funny way, so just in case we had to catch the real big fish, you know. Got a little bit of light here, a bit more light. Don't really need it just yet. It's actually quite bright down here for what is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry about that. Lord's name in vain, but that just blinded the hell out of me. So I hope people have been doing good. And that sun's gone down, as you noticed. I just turned around for that. That's gone. That was a lovely. That was so red and crimson. Get a better look here with this bloody selfie stick thing. Yes. Right, you know how to bait it up. Be careful, it's got two hooks. Last thing I want to do is try to be pulling out a hook out of a place that don't want to be where it is. If you know what I mean. Great one, son. It is your fault. No, it's position. Okay, position. Yes, well, Perth, West Australian beach. Look at it, it's buddy. We got beaches like this for miles, guys. Australia's got some of the best beaches in the world, but you just have to be careful which ones you go to, because some of them, they've got an endemic population of your blue ring octopus, or there might be just that bloody one bad jellyfish that like to sit in that little bay, and even though the beach looks really nice, you know, it's like there's one place down Esperance. Now this beach, it looks like a big Pac-Man beach, but if you really look at it, you can see that it actually has a big wave comes in and bites it all out and drags it all out. And this beach looks really nice to go swimming on. The water's crystal blue. You even see the real big giant fish swimming out and there. And you want to go there, but every now and again, they're like old way, traditional way, backfellow magical way, Aboriginal way. They say when you got across that there, you got to go across really fast and keep your eyes on the water, because the moment you take your eyes off the water, it's going to come up and grab you. And that's literally what happens. You actually go walking out on that, and you think you're smart, and you turn around the back of it, the whole bay will just come in and drag you back out. It's crazy. That's just down from a place called Frenchman's Frenchman's Cap. It looks like it's rock, just like a Frenchman's Cap. And next to that, there's got this whistling rock. Now this rock whistles even if there's no wind. Whistles and whistles and whistles, because it's just the way the convection current goes. Even if there's wind there, it whistle even more. But as soon as you get up to it, it completely stops. So whistling rock next to Frenchman's Peak, or Frenchman's bloody rock. That's just down out of Esperance, and that there going right around. And the beach there's got a white silicon beach. That when you stand on it, it makes a squeaking noise going, literally like that there. It's the most white, pristine beach in the world. And lovely, and the water there is so blue, and you want to go and swim in it. But the only thing is, it's a breeding ground for white pointers. So usually there's like a 2 metre baby white pointer swimming around in it. Last time I was down there, just before these kids got born, actually just before I met their mother, I was down there with my mates, and we pulled up a little baby one. He was only about 1.5 metres, and the eyes looking at him, he was more curious at us than we was at him, and we let him go. But it just looked like a child looking at you, the way its eyes were all looking at you. It was very, very, not like you'd think a shark reacts. It was just like the young ones, especially as they get older, I guess, they get the more like, they get the set to what they're going to do. Like, you know, you get some that will go out and they'll just attack something straight out because they don't want to waste energy. Some will just go around and nip it. Others might just, you know, they might be more curious. Others might be a bit more aggressive. It all depends. Sharks, funny, the big sharks come up here too, chasing up the dolphins. A bit further down where it's a little bit deeper near Woodman's Point ammunition jetty, near the old ammunition bases. But I've been around in the bay here, at the boat bay, and we've seen a big 5 metre white pointer come right up to the boat ramp. That frightened shit out of everyone, like, oh my God, because it's in between the jetty where all the boats come up the boat ramp, and it's still up in the bloody car park. That was crazy, that one. Big one just come in, circled around, had a look, and then circled back out. There's some really big snappers in there, some really big fish go in that bloody boat bay. It's just like very sheltered from the storms and that. And during the storm, that's where you get out to get it right out on the end there. And your buddy put about it lying there, and you'll be lucky to catch a good snapper. When it's in season, because well, we've got bag limits and stuff. Seasonal limit. Shouldn't be drinking on camera, but I am. And that around. See, more people coming down. Like with these kids. See, I got my kids with me permanently because my partner passed away. Right, but I think you'll find some of these people down here, these men, that's the kids that they get from the visitation. They might be like me. I've seen a few like me, you know. Mrs. has passed along young and left with a bloody couple of young kids and got to raise them all on your own. But I think you'll find a lot of dads come down here when they get visitation rights. Because it's a good beach for the kids. Oh yeah, not let. I only just started him up. I'm doing one of these lives here. I'm going to have a bit of crack with myself in a sec. Have you had any luck or just a couple of bites or nothing? Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's just a good place to bring the kids and teach them. That's what I think. Yeah, well, I said no snags. You're going in the water. Once you get a snag. Yeah, it is a lovely night, mate. Have a good night yourself. See, that's the Aussie spirit. You don't get that much everywhere. Some people, they'll just ignore you and look at you. Like you walk around a shopping centre and you ask someone what the time is and they just look at you. Now if you message them on a phone, don't answer you. That's how crazy that is. You'll find Australia's still got a little bit of a niceness back to him. Just a little bit. It's getting a bit bloody, you know. There's some places you can go, you go down to Kwinana, down the beach down to Kwinana. Though you could have real arseholes down there. They get real picky about their spots. I've been fishing here for years. I don't give a shit. I was here first, and that's the way it goes. First in, first served. That's how it is. Bloody crazy. But yeah, a bit more crazier down there. Kwinana, Rockingham, not so bad. It's been more urbanised for the swimming and all that stuff instead of fishing. Yes. Well. That's that. Getting darker than that. Catch anything here, Ryan? No. Any... Best thing about this beach is it doesn't have any sand fleas. Now, if you go over to the next beach over the back there in the bay where they've got a little bit of seaweed, back up towards the boat shed and that's got got a fair few sand fleas in him. And they're exactly like the real fleas, guys. They'll get all over your bloody legs and suck the blood clean out of you. And crazy. I think they even had to bloody go through there and spray it because it was that bad. That's why you'll find generally that's more of the dog beach down that one. People do bring their dogs on here. But you know dogs, well, over in Sydney Harbour, they have a great problem with dogs getting taken by sharks because they taste just like seals. Seriously, you got dogs swimming around the water. You be careful because that all the urine smell and that off their fur, and that those sharks find that very tasty. And all that is to them is just a four-legged seal, really. People say, I don't eat humans, so that's a load of bullshit. You seen the footage where it snapped that bloke in half, then come back and ate the rest of him over in Sydney earlier on last year? That sure as hell wasn't fucking, he wasn't saying, oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to be eating. To them, that's just another bony seal. That's a seal that's just got a few more bones in it that he remembers eating. And they devour you just like anything else. Just because you had one shark arm case where you had a shark spew out an arm, and that's only because the shark was in distress because they just happened to capture that special shark and had everything in captivity, and he spewed out the arm. That's what they're going on. Oh, sharks don't like human flesh. Do you want to fucking bet? They're a creature of opportunity. They'll eat a fucking dead whale, so they'll eat anything that's out there to get their lips around. And that's including you. So that bullshit fucking, oh, they're not going to hurt you. Yes, but just like everyone, and like every creature and everything, and even with us, there's some creatures that are more aggressive, there's some creatures that are more benign. And that just happens like that big one that woman swims around with. real big one open wide, and she swims around. Well, that's used to her. It's got used to that. One day it might decide want to turn around and have a bite. One day, but you don't know. But you go to where that goes when it goes down to South Africa, and you see it rupturing out and ripping up fucking 400-pound seals in half. Okay? So at any time, that shark just fucking turn and just become a killer machine. That's as simple as that. Crazy sharks. Crazy. It's actually a good shark. Actually, like we was going to go down to Sutton Beach, just further down. That's a really good shark beach, that one. But that's right there in the industrial areas, right there. That's basically a little bit of bushland. Then it's got the actual bloody the foreshore. And to me, I find it eerie down there. To me, it's just very eerie. People moving around at night in those industrial areas, and it doesn't seem like there's anything going on. So it's a bit sus. And there has been a few murders down that way. So many years ago now. Last one was the early 90s. So that's over 30 years ago now. Well and truly. Last one down that way. Bloke, he bloody took a woman. Did what he did to her, and bloody knocked her off. And they couldn't work out who it was, and they ended up finding out it was one of those factory workers. There you go. So, and she was just someone that was just jogging along. Used to jog along the beach every day, every night at that time, about 6:30, bloody at night, and she just disappeared. First, they had a big search in the water because they know that she sometimes used to wade in the water, and they thought a shark might have come up and grabbed her because sharks do come up very close to that bloody Sutton Beach. Like, that's why it's a good shark fishing beach. I think you got the bloody oil processing being around there. And then when you got the power plant, well, the power plant, they've cut all that off. We used to be able to get right up near the power plant, all that water coming out used to attract all this bloody fish. And also you got the offal plant with all the rendering and everything. All that comes out too. One of the things, they've shut that completely off. That used to be one of the best fishing spots in the bloody whole area, of course, because you got all that bloody blood in the water, which attracts everything. But they shut all that off now. All the best beaches, you get the best beaches in the world, guys, and what do? You slap a fucking big giant factory on the cunt, and they can enjoy it and just pollute it with all the bloody chemicals. And it's all lovely in here, but we go around the corner here, it would look like a beautiful city of lights, but it's all chemical factories. That's crazy. And it just looks exactly like this here over there. Looks like that, but that's actually a city. And you come around the corner, going back up that way, and it's all dark, and you come over the hill, and there's bloody this big city of lights, and you think, oh wow, that looks so fantastic. But it's all bloody chemical factories and aluminium refineries and shit like that. What are you doing? Bail arm. The bail arm. Yes, well, check this here. I still got plenty of juice in him. 86%. Well, I'm going to have let this go for a little sec there, and I'm going to have a little bit of a sip on this drink. Don't want to really put it on the camera. No, I'm not advertising them. I shouldn't really be advertising drinking alcohol, but, well, I'm an adult, and it's the only legal thing that they allow us to have. Ain't that strange? So, Ryan. Yeah, you're on camera. How many fish did you catch last time with your mate when you went out with them? How long ago was that? A few days ago. What type were they? Yeah. Ooh. Now we're getting a little bit dark. What I'm going to do, Ryan, is I'm going to put something in the thing there in the ground there, one of those muleys, or what you call pilchards. We call them muleys in Western Australia. The West Australian pilchards are sold all over the world, but it's the best buddy, but one of the best baits. But it's the muley, all right? Got it? Muley. We call them muleys. The rest of the world calls them pilchards. We call them muleys. So get it right. See, look at the fish jumping around there, right? See them? Little tiny baby fish. Oh, they're all jumping around. So it just shows you that this whole place is just bursting with life. There's little ones, there's bigger ones. But they'll be jumping like that, Ryan, because the other day they'll be chasing. See, that ripple there. So there's one bigger fish, like probably a whiting or something, chasing them. And he's probably only as big as your finger yourself. Only tiny little ones, little minnows. Oh, my late partner, she had a friend. None of us, I don't know why she used to hang around, because everyone else used to really dislike this woman. One of these real empowered women, like, oh, I'm going to be first and it's all about me. And she even talked like that to ask my son. Literally like that. And it was like, oh my God. And oh, crazy. Now, these minnows out here, they'll go up to a dead whale carcass and it's been sitting there for weeks and weeks and eat that. But they wouldn't go anywhere near her feet. And every time everyone goes in the water, they come up near and they cheer around your feet, but they wouldn't go anywhere near her. Like me and Kelly said, oh, there's an oil stream going around. She said, shut up. She might hear you. And she looks up like she did. Oh, my God. Yeah, I only went out a few times with them because I was the only one who would just, put it in its place. Thinking it's always first, always empowered, always me. Man, there's other people there got to have a feed. There's someone here down here for someone's birthday and you're grabbing the first bit of cake. How's that work? Yeah. I really dislike people like that. There's no need to be like that. You know? Oh, I've got diabetes. I should be at the front of the line. Nah. Not even unless she was the Queen of England would you be allowed at the front of the line. She got told that once in the bloody bakery. That shut her right up. So yeah, that was bloody crazy. Watch what you're doing. You watch what you're doing or you hit yourself in the eye. Oh well, been on a little while, half an hour or so. That's actually, that half an hour is actually gone very slow. That's good. I drink coffee and enjoy your drink. Yeah. What's happening? Oh, we're fishing here. Yeah, YB, we're fishing. A Wabedo. Took my son down to Buddy Woody's Point to go fishing. And yeah, just having a bit of a cast. Pass the time. It's actually a lovely day. I mean, it's overcast and the tide's up. It's perfect time for fishing. Fish like to bite on an overcast day, and it's been warm as well and humid, so just the perfect weather for it, really. You've got this torch here if you want to know what you're doing. Right, that's your torch. So, yes. As you can hear, the water lashing up the bloody waves, it's right here. And usually the beach goes down another 2 metres down, but the tide's right up. It's actually pretty good. Means usually where it's bloody sandbars, it's all the deeper fish now don't get access to that. Brings the fish right up close to the shore. This is definitely one of those beaches where if you catch a little fish, you put him on a bigger line, you'll catch a bigger fish, and you just keep going like that, and all of a sudden you're pulling in a bloody big giant shark. Don't watch people. Stay around. Especially when they walk along pigeon with a bit of wire, a pair of scissors, no shoes on. Doesn't look like he, well, you just don't know. If I go up and find my car, been interfered with, or broken in, I've got a fair idea what the guy looks like. I'm good at catching up with people like that. I just go and wait around the same area where they were and I'll catch them. What are you smiling about? He knows what I'm like. No, a lot of people try to avoid telling me stuff because I just go deal with it. I don't piss fart around. Or just like they do online, mouth and that. I actually go and deal with it. See where their mouth is. It's like when you go to a pub and you got someone there that's carrying on because they've had a few bloody Dutch bloody sherbets, and they're all powered with this Dutch courage because they've had a few behind their belt. What I do is, alright, no, I'm not going to fight you because you're drunk, but what you do is you rock up there 5 o'clock to the house the next morning, you start rattling on the door and wake them up when they're half bloody fucking overhung. They say, now where's your mouth? When they're a bit more sober. That's how you sort them out. And they usually change the tune then. Usually. 80% of the time, you got the other 100, which, well, like me, I'm not going to have that, I'm just going to have to fight this bloke. Not many though, not many. That's something I don't like to do, but what do? You got to push the issue. You can't have someone there living a delusion, thinking he can open his mouth up in the pub, and just because you didn't react, he won that bloody battle, right? Even if it was lips, making your devaluing your character. So you go and sort them out next morning, just like I said. That usually does sort them out. Look at this thing. It's actually dredging right now. Where they lower the arm down into the actual water. That's really spun out, that one. That's really spun out. I haven't seen them do that for a very, very long time, so usually they just they bring the boats in and they lower it down in the boat and suck it out. They must have a pipe out there running. They must connect up to it. When that's full, he just drops down and he sucks the boat dry. That's a funny system. But the sand's always moving here, and you got all those big boats come in. No, you got all the big boats come down. There's mainly down that way as military vessels, and also the big ass wheat ship. Plus they're going to be putting in a brand new boat harbour down there. Another fishing spot that they're going to ruin. What we used to call horseshit beach, because you used to be able to take your horses there and it's nothing but horseshit all night. Deary me. Well, I'm going to shut this live down and go a little bit live later while I have a bit of a fish. Yeah, let's see how well we go. Look at this kid running along here by himself. His family right up near the bridge near the light, so they don't have to use a torch like I got. You going alright there, bud? Yeah. Well, thanks for popping in. I'm going to go live 10 o'clock. Just check this time now. It's only 8:16 now. So it's only early in the morning where you are, kid guys. Probably. I think we're only 12 hours, 14 hours apart, something like that. And I might go on live another hour or so, or I'll bring that buddy 10 o'clock one, bring that forward and go live for a few hours and see how we go. So yeah, it's Archangel Michael at the beach. And we'll catch up, yeah, very soon.